Have you ever felt completely alone in the middle of life's storms? Like God is silent or even gone? In this episode of Purpose of Heart, the podcast, we're going to talk about what it really means to never be forsaken. I'll share 3 truths that will remind your heart that even in the darkest valleys, God is present. His peace is real, and his faithfulness never fails. Don't miss this message. Your heart needs this today. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Purpose of Heart, the podcast. My name is Priscilla Allman, and I am your host. In today's episode, Not Forsaken, Finding God in the Valley, we're going to speak about 3 truths that remind us about this. Now, the scripture that's going to frame this discussion is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, which says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." So before we dive in, we're going to cover number 1, that God is present even when you don't feel him. Number 2, God's comfort and peace are real, even in the valley, and God's faithfulness means that you are never forsaken. You know the feeling, the shock, the fear, the unexpected blow that knocks the wind right out of you. And suddenly your heart cries, "Where are you, God? Why won't you answer me?" Maybe a dream you were holding on to got interrupted. Maybe a relationship fell apart, or a job opportunity took a sudden turn for the worse. Maybe life just feels heavy, and you're wondering if God really even sees you. Here's the truth that I want you to take away. Even when it feels like he's silent, God is always present. And today, we're going to explore these truths that will help you to hold on to him in the valleys, trust him and trust his peace, and remember that you are never forsaken. So I'm actually going to start off by reading a little something to frame our discussion. It's so easy to get out of sorts, discouraged, afraid, and depressed when life threatens to end or some other seemingly unavoidable harm is staring at us. When you're shocked, when the wind is knocked out of your lungs and things take an unexpected turn for the worse, it's so easy to think he's not there. You're struggling to reconcile the immense highs and mountaintop experiences where you feel his presence all around you, when you feel such unexplainable peace, comfort, and joy, and the knockout of a valley experience where suddenly everything goes wrong. It fades to black, and suddenly he feels so far away. You're crushed. Where are you? Your heart cries, "Where are you, and why won't you answer me? Why did you allow this? Where are you in this?" I have learned, and I am still learning, that he is always there, even if it doesn't feel that way. He promised me he would never leave me nor forsake me, and so I trust him even though it doesn't feel good. And though my heart may be heavy, it whispers the words, "Lord, I have seen you work before, and so I trust you." And as I speak truth into my life, a sense of calm and peace comes over me, and it whispers to me, "Never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you." It's easy to measure God's presence by our emotions. When everything feels kind of like chaotic, we feel abandoned. But God's presence isn't based on how we feel. It's based on his promises. Think about Daniel in the lion's den. God was there with him every moment. Or David running from Saul. God was always there. And so I want us to think really quick, where in our lives have we felt God's presence even when circumstances feel impossible? Trust. It isn't dependent on visibility. God is always at work, even when he feels silent. Let's move on to point number 2. God's comfort and peace are real and tangible even in the valley. We all have these mountaintop experiences when joy, clarity, and unexplainable peace fill our hearts, and it feels so good. And then life kind of hits, and there can be a valley, and the contrast can be shocking. And it can leave us feeling a type of way, especially when it lasts longer than a lot of times we think it should. Philippians chapter 4, verse 7 reminds us that his peace surpasses understanding. And that peace isn't dependent on the circumstance changing. It's him being right there alongside of us. So I want you guys to take a deep breath with me, in and out. And picture God's peace surrounding you, even in this season of struggle. He is always right there with you. So remind yourself of this truth now. Even when life doesn't make sense, I'm so grateful that we can lean into his peace. Our last point, which is a really important one, how God's faithfulness means that we are never forsaken. And we're so grateful. I'll say I'm so grateful that this isn't based off of anything that could be changed, but it's based off of his character. And we know that he is truth and that he doesn't lie. And so he gave us this promise that he will never leave us nor forsake us. And that's an awesome thing to be reminded of, no matter what. And so I'm so thankful that his faithfulness isn't based on what I see or what I hear or anything else going around me. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22 to 23 reminds us that the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Even when we feel crushed, confused, or afraid, God has not left us. He's working behind the scenes, preparing, protecting, and sustaining. I invite you to say this aloud with me. You can say this, if you're in a place where you can't really talk out loud right now, then say it in your heart. But at some point in time, I encourage you to say it out loud too, so that you hear your own voice saying this. I am not forsaken. God is with me, and his plan for me is perfect. I am not forsaken. God is with me, and his plan for me is perfect. I am not forsaken. God is with me, and his plan for me is perfect. Your valley is not abandonment. It's an invitation to trust deeper and witness God's faithfulness when you invite him into your circumstance. So, we're going to remember these 3 quick truths to carry with us. God is present even when we can't feel him. 2, his peace and comfort are real and tangible in the valley. And 3, his faithfulness means that we are never forsaken. If you are in a season of struggle, cry out to him. Tell him your fears and know that he is listening. He is near and he will never leave you. Last moment of reflection. I want you to just take a moment and pause and think, where have I felt God's presence the most? And where do I need to trust him more? Let his word guide you through the storm. And if you want to go through this a little bit more today, if you go into the link in the comments or the link in my bio, there'll actually be a PDF journal that you can go through a little bit more of this to really get it to sink down into you, that he's with you no matter where you are. And so the instructions are in the comments, so go there for more. Thank you so much for joining me today on Purpose of Heart, the podcast. I'm your host, Priscilla Allman, and if this message encouraged you, subscribe, share it with someone you know needs to hear it, and remember, you are never forsaken. Until next time, friends.